What's going on, everybody? I appreciate all of you hanging on. Wait for the stream to start. For those who catch a replay, though, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, turn on all notifications, all that good stuff. With these live chats, you can take part right along with us. So just random chat today. We'll chop it up. It's a little question and answer type format. Try to do these at least once a week. We had anniversary date night selections on Tuesday. We had a fragrance haul on Monday. So I figured today is a good day for that. Tomorrow we'll probably have some fragrances. I have the new Afnan's and Lattafa's Baby Cat clone coming in tomorrow. So we'll probably do those three. We'll unbox them and give them a first sniff here on the live stream tomorrow. But for now, we're talking about my sin of the day, 9 a.m. dive. Talked about it in yesterday's video, day before yesterday, something like that. And just needed to wear it. You forget how good certain things are until you give it a spritz and sniff it again. The Franken fragrance. It's every blue fragrance you've ever smelled, basically wrapped up into one. More Bleu de Chanel than anything else, but it's like Bleu de Chanel meets Y from YSL, more so than anything else. I think it's more of a hybrid of those two profiles. If I had to really pinpoint to what it smells the most like, really good performance, just a really good fragrance. One of the best fragrances you can buy, especially as far as blue. In the $30 to $35 price point. It's Afnan's pretty good quality. I mean, it's blue, so it's a little more synthetic than some of their other stuff. But typically, it's not as good a quality as this Afnan blue, but it's also double the price. And this is a monster. Oh, my. So I've worn two really good blue Afnan fragrances this week. So shout out to Afnan for having some good fragrances. Really excited to see what we get tomorrow. So let's get caught up in the chat. We got 63 people in the first 2 minutes. If you don't mind, hit that thumbs up on the way in. You too can make a difference on this channel with that thumbs up. Vertus Vanilla Oud. We're starting things off with a soft live stream clap that is goated here in this household. That's an amazing fragrance. What's going on, Dan? Routine checkup. Wearing Baby Cat. You, sir. Get a soft live stream clap as well. That's two incredible, just back-to-back amazing fragrances. John, good to see you, sir. Mixture of Zara Wanted by Night and Aqua Essenziale Blue. It was an accident, but smells so good. That is an interesting hybrid combo. Very different profiles, but I don't know. I think when it comes to designers, I don't think there's really a bad combination. Where you spray two different fragrances and it end up not smelling good. That doesn't sound like it would be, something that goes together, but I bet you do smell good. Vertus Silhouette. I've never tried that one. Good to see you, Barry. My man Kix Griffey. Hopefully that stomach flu is all but gone. Hopefully completely out your system. If not, almost there. Bentley from An Absolute. An old Chibi Jim. Kix Griffey approved FW Wolfpack for life. Yak Mob. My man. He sounded in good spirits when he hit me up yesterday. So hoping today's the day that the big turnaround has happened. Good to see you, sir. Mancera's Eternal Wood. So I'll say it here and now, better than Oud for Greatness, but very much Oud for Greatness at its core with other things going on. I like it much more than Oud for Greatness. Send the evening Chopard Leather Malaki, the new release. I'm jealous. Ross, hope your anniversary dinner went well. We had a great evening. We had a great following day. Just been great. I can't complain. Thank you. I'm jealous of your sin of the evening. Haven't tried it yet. Dunhill's Agarwood for Jason. Deadhead is rocking Gallagher. Wicked good. Never tried it, but I have heard of it. Mr. M.A. Styles, a fashionable Regatta. I don't have that one. Riviera is amazing. Basically a more spicy Dylan Blue. Austin, good to see you, sir. Clive, Christian Town and Country. A Kalen S. personal favorite, which I'm sure we'll see him at some point. Luis, good to see you, sir. Let's see what we got going for the double whammy here. Creed Rolfo, that's the big boys summertime fragrance right there. Finally, cool air tonight and going with Baby Cats. We got two in the chat with Baby Cats. So, man, flexing some high quality, expensive stuff today. Man, Rolfo, not under the radar. That's the wrong term to use here. I think underappreciated would be a better term for Iralfa. Jason, if he's here, he's going to be he mentioned that in Dedrick's live yesterday. He's going to be very happy that you brought it up. He wants everybody to gatekeep it and not say anything. Shh, hush tones. Don't tell everybody it's good. Because that's like that old style citrus aromatic, that man's man citrus aromatic freshie, just done to Creed's quality. It's just so good. You hit it out the park again, Luis. Good to see you, sir. Savage EDP, you can't go wrong there. I had a great day. Sounds like you're having a great day as well. Top 5 in his collection. Definitely criminally underrated. Yeah. Aquatic citrus aromatic that actually captures the smell of the ocean. Beautiful, beautiful ingredients in that fragrance. Just the right amount of green, just a little bit. Hugo Mann for Cody. Is this thing on? I believe so. You typed it, you pressed enter, it showed up, I pinned it. Seems to be working. Good to see you. I'm having a good one. I hope you are as well. The Weekend Beckons. Armand Bassion. Never tried it. Just love this stuff. Simple and effective, cheap. Cryptic Figure, good to see. Spice Bomb and Fred EDP. We talked about that one today. Great choice. Until further notice, in my opinion, best Spice Bomb on the market. Prada Luna Rosa Extreme, the one I don't have. I don't have any of the new versions, the new Prada Luna, not Prada Luna, Prada Luna Rosa and Prada Luna Rosa Sport, the new 2024 versions. I don't have those. I don't know if they're any different, but I don't have the Extreme as far as all the others. It's the only one I don't have. Eros Energy, worth buying for 80. Damn. Well, the only way a 200 ml is worth buying is if you think you're going to use 200 ml. It's a great price. Like, I paid more than that for my 100 ml. I paid like 84. Yeah, 84, something like that. The last thing, hopefully, I ever buy from Joma Shop. And they did good. I got it within a week, in about a week. That depends. If you've tried it and you absolutely love it and you know you're going to wear it all the time, yeah, it's a great price for 200 ml. So that's the answer you have to get from you. Am I going to use enough? Buy the biggest buy you can get. Good to see you. Original sounds man. So top 5 that we're getting back. We're doing I started that again this morning. Following day is month 5 shorts. So topic, long format shorts video. When I'm doing an afternoon review, barring setback, back to the old more, starting today. Rocks 2017. How are you, sir? Really tried in years. Kalen. Additional part. Not do you need it? Do you need it? Because it's blind. Almost not as weak as like 6 to 8 hours. Those that think it's 3 to 4 hours, it's the nose is wearing out. People get mad when I say that because I say it all the time because it's the fucking truth. Perfumers have told me this, and not newer self-taught perfumers either, like master perfumers such as Claudier, for example. Because people get mad when I say it, but no, it's weak, it's reformulated. No, sometimes that's the case. Sometimes it's a combination. Most of the time, it's our noses. From where Coco? Say what now? What happened to who? What now? Hoffman, good to see you, sir. Been a little while. Wearing Seraphine Blue, great choice. Speaking of Zaharoff, George is safely in Australia. He's at an event he's doing Saturday. I talked to him earlier on my way home from the gym. Very different time zone, obviously. But yeah, I talked to George. They've been a couple of days since I talked to him. He's very, very busy doing events, and he's all over the world. He'll be back next Thursday. I think he's coming back to Chicago. He's going back to Chicago. So he's got a lot of stuff. He's going to Saigon, I think he said, after Australia. He's going to be in Australia for a few days. So if you're in Melbourne area, go to Oligarch this weekend. George is doing an event with Kevin. So, and Marcelo, Niche Fragrance Collector on YouTube. He's going to be filming some stuff with George like he did last time. Might make a Zaharoff man out of him yet. Hell yeah. Miss Saga, how are you? Noble Blush, the new one. What do you think about it? I didn't even bother because I know it's definitely a women's fragrance. Definitely going to be too girly. And my wife literally told me, unless something gets sent to me that's just going to be perfect for her, don't buy her any more fragrances for a while, because I've gotten her a few recently and she's like loving them. But she's like, I have too many now. She's like, I don't know how you do it. I have too many, because she's getting up there. She's got like 60-ish, 70 bottles range. That's a big ass collection, y'all. That's just outrageous. But 60, 70 fragrances, that's a huge ass fragrance collection. I don't have a singular favorite one, but typically the Clean Musk Aquatics with the bright citrus. You know, I don't have a specific singular favorite fresh cologne. Mr. Brad. Mr. Roy, how are you? Zaharoff Signature Pour Homme and Signature Tobacco, the Zaharoff double whammy. Hell yeah. Uh-oh. I see over here sounding clear. Something happened to my audio? Because y'all got to remember, I'm way behind on the comments. So I'm checking the feedback. Feedback looks good. Let's just unplug and replug just to be safe. One moment. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Firefox froze both windows. The computer didn't freeze, but Firefox did. I was about to switch over to my phone to talk to you guys while I reset the computer. So worked out. So my apologies if there was some issues with the audio. I didn't even know, because I'm not current. It was terrible like 3 minutes ago. So y'all missed a lot of my stuff. Shit. I'm sorry. I don't know what part y'all missed out on. I was just a lot of things I was saying. Shit. Oh well. We're here now. Apparently we lost a few. We dropped to 52. They were like, oh, his audio's out. I'm leaving. Screw this guy. I guess that's what happened. Probably not. I usually just get the sideline stuff. Depending on how cool the draft stuff and training camp look, I might get one or two of those. And I'm done. Anything else that comes out, I'm good on. I get the two things I'm mainly worried about is Crucial Catch and Salute to Service. So no. Oh, Dombre leather, getting cooler. Hell yeah. What's going on, my man? Got a wedding Sunday. French Defense or side effect? To a wedding? Probably side effect. French Defense I'd wear on a date. I mean, I wore on my anniversary. And I smelled amazing. Very, very much amazing. Never heard of it. No clue what you're talking about, sir. Not even the slightest idea what that is. I've never heard of it before. It sounds like it would be a dupe, honestly. That doesn't sound like something mainstream at all. Scent of the day for a second day. Tom Ford Ombre Leather EDP. James, good to see you. Lamal Le Parfum. And a dash of Tobacco Vanille. All right, then. Okay, so now I'm going to skip down. I see we're at the point. Yeah, I saw you did a live stream earlier. I wasn't able to pop in. I saw you unboxed the 9 p.m. Rebel. I had Razor Ramon the barber reach out to me asking about Supremacy, if I thought it smelled kind of like Ultra Male in the dry down. I was like, oh, they're not here yet. He's like, oh, I assumed you had it already. So I could see why you would assume that, but no, they don't come in until tomorrow. So we're going to skip on down from where Montrese, I see you. What's going on, man? Big delay and lag. So yeah, that's kind of weird. Oh, that's funny. Unwatchable. Well, apparently so, because some people left because we had like 80 or something like that, and we got 58 right now. I hope they come back. If not, well, that's kind of dick. Of course, we would figure it out at some point. But hey, maybe they don't want to hang with me that bad. When I first got Supremacy in Heaven, I thought Siage was better. Over time, I've come to feel the other way. I feel like Supremacy in Heaven's better. They're both incredible, though. But up close, Siage smells super cheap. It's out in the air where it's beautiful. The quality on Supremacy in Heaven's better. I think the accuracy is better on Siage, but the quality's better with Supremacy in Heaven. So that's what caught my eye. It made me look, and I was like, oh, I'm having some issues. Shit. Sean, good to see you, sir. I appreciate the super chat, though, Austin. So it's fixed. It's fixed. Yeah, we had to reset everything, and it froze for a little bit. Yeah, that sucks. It definitely sucks. Recently watched your Drakkar Intense video. I'm curious if it smells less dated than the original. Yeah, it's a more modern twist. Even though it's not a flanker to Drakkar Noir, it's a flanker to the original Drakkar, which I've never smelled. It's got this absinthe that gives it a little bit of booziness in the top, and it's a vanilla dry down, so it's not typical aftershave barbershop, but it's very much aftershave barbershop with those added nuances. It's kind of like a new twist on it. Pretty damn good. You can get it for like 20 to 30 bucks. It's a damn good fragrance. If you like the aftershave old school barbershop style, it's got that modern twist, a little bit of sweetness and booze. It's good. It is good. Newt. Yeah, they did hit that shock drop today. It's funny. I literally made a post on Facebook. I said, why everybody's hitting that shock drop today? I'm just sitting here like hashtag got them early, because mine came in a week ago. I did the video yesterday, which I had ordered them from that dickhead Fine Line 1721 a month ago. Ended up getting a refund because here we went first week in November. He still hadn't gotten, he was middlemaning, turns out. I'll never buy from the dude again. So, Miss 13 Men Pain. I don't know what that means. We got a lot of moving hands and glitchy sounds. That's kind of weird. Best daily gym scent. So I don't really all that often wear anything to the gym, but I don't know if I had to pick something that I kind of gravitate to if I want to add something fresh to the gym wardrobe. Probably Coastal Breeze from Luciano, the Pacific Chill clone. Probably that. Or anything Versace Mano Fresh. That's always my go-to. Anything that smells like Versace Mano Fresh. Kenneth Cole Blue, any of that stuff. Probably Mint Sarah. I could ask this question probably once every other week on a live stream. Man, Sarah, just for the sheer variety. How are you? Coach Green, smelling good for sure. Webb, back up to 103. Welcome back for those that left when we were having some technical difficulties. I'm assuming it's some of you. So you did hear that part. So it's that happened. So I glitched after this then. I'm assuming it was right after that the glitching started happening, because clearly you did hear what I was asking. Oh, I'm sure it's super strong. Them Bade Al Oud fragrances are beasts. I have Nordic Fougere and which other one? Drawing a blank. I have another one. I'm drawing a blank on it though. The Tafakade, my favorite fragrance. Hell yeah. Who dat? Yes, indeed. PDM Haltane. It's been a PDM. Winter is coming. LOL. Well, not sooner than later for me. I'm still waiting on more. I only got fall weather for 1 week so far. It's been like spring weather for the most part. Like it was 82 degrees again today. I need some cooler weather. Like it wasn't like this last year. I had cooler weather last year. I moved here August 1st last year. So I had the fall and winter at the beach already. And I had a lot more hoodie days leading into Christmas than I've had so far. I mean, I wear hoodies to the gym, but I don't just sit there and wear them all day. Narcotic Delight. All right. So you didn't watch the whole video, because Victory Elixir is very clearly in there. Invictus Victory Elixir is very clearly in that, sir. So you didn't see everything. You either saw 14 or not quite all 15, something like that. Because, yeah, it's in there. It's a number around the 10th or 11th fragrance, 9th, 10th, 11th fragrance in the video, around the midway point. Second half of the video is where Victory Elixir is. Sure did. Sure did. But Invictus Parfum is phenomenal. It's I call it the highlight reel, because you smell a little bit of everything except for Victory Elixir. in it. You smell a little bit of all of them. Seraphine Blue, excellent choice. The dent is unreal. Ditto. Ditto, sir. Quez, good to see you, sir. Monier, how are you? Amore Cafe. Also, another not been meaning to ask, what's TLTG standing? So slow down when you're typing. I know what you meant. But if I'd have read it at a glance, I'd have been like, no, you meant what does TLTG stand for, not what TLTG standing. Because that doesn't make any fucking sense. TLTG stands for the Legendary Team Gates. That is my fantasy sports team name. The acronym on the matchups is TLTG. There's a much longer story on how it got to that. And I'm not going to sit here and cut a big promo on that. So if you would like to know more, type in TLTG Review the Reviewer in the search bar and go watch the Review the Reviewer episode I did on the George's Zaharoff channel like 5 years ago. And I break down the full story of where I got the initial nickname, how it developed and evolved over the years, and how it got to the Legendary Team Gates. Because it's a much longer story than I want to go into right here now. What's up, Randy? I appreciate that. Wearing side effect. Hope you're doing well. I am. I hope you're doing well also. Mr. David Webster was very excited to come tell me he had won on Tuesday. He jumped in the chat on the live stream Tuesday. So I got that sent out today. Yesterday I went and the kiosk was down. I was not standing in that line. So I went back today before the gym and I was able to ship it out. So he'll have it hopefully for the weekend, if not Monday. Seraphine Red, excellent choice. Al Herman's Detour Noir. I appreciate that. Thank you. Eros EDP. That will make Jay very happy if he is here. That's tough. Because honestly, you'll get more wear out of the Privé. But French Defense is one of the greatest date fragrances of all time, in my opinion. So it's, what do you want to do more? Are you looking for the ultimate alluring fragrance for your lady to sniff on that you're just like, God, I smell good? Or are you looking for a very special niche experience that's got unreal wearability and performance because it wears light, but it's a room filling, super long lasting type? It doesn't wear heavy like that though. It performs like it's a heavy fragrance, but it does not wear like a heavy fragrance. And I'm not going to go into the profile because it's not time. It's not time. George, there's only one more component George is waiting for. When he gets back next week, next weekend, he's going to be sending me the set so I can, look at everything and wear the macerated batch versus my lab sample. So when the time comes at the end of the month, hint, hint, wink, wink on when at the end of the month, I'll be able to do the review for you guys and break it down. CK1 is a good choice for the gym. CK All is a great choice as well. Any CK1 summer fragrance as well. Those are perfect. 2 or 3 hours, bright, fresh, light. They're like built for the gym. CK1 Gym is what they should call them. Good to see you. Favorite Kenneth Cole fragrance? The one I've worn the most is Kenneth Cole Blue, mainly because I used to wear it to the gym all the time. But it's kind of difficult to say that because I really like Mankind Unlimited, because it's like, it reminds me of a water park. It's super watery orange with a little bit of woods, super freshwater aquatic. It's just a fun, fresh fragrance. I might have to go with that one. Chad turned me on to that one. A Gentleman's Journey. We did a collaboration review on that, and he was like, oh, get this one. We'll review this. I ended up loving it. Great recommendations. Kenneth Cole Mankind Unlimited, the one with the orange silicone band going around the bottle. Looks like a wristband you get at a water park or something. I'm telling you, I just relate it to a water park. How are you? No, I have not. Cherry Punk Room 1015. I'm always down trying new cherry fragrance. I'd like to try that. Mr. Vircher. That's not one of my fragrances, so that ain't in honor of me, bitch. I know what you talking about. You just a douchebag and felt like a douchebag fragrance was the ideal choice for your douchebag aura you had going today. Douchebag. Good to see you, Jason. You smell good. You smell like every random ass dude I ever smell at the gym, where it's like I smell something on them. It's all usually Ultra Male or 9 p.m. or, here and there it's Arrows. But I smell disturbingly more times than I would want that profile at the gym, because I would like to say this publicly here and now, and I stand by this statement. I don't think Ultra Male is a good gym scent. It's really, really strong and sweet. And I can't say it doesn't happen. I've never seen it happen for any of these dudes that I smell that on, but I don't think you're picking women up at the gym like that. I don't care what you dudes look like. Because I know that's the mentality for dudes that are wearing like crazy, strong, sweet fragrances to the gym. You ain't doing that because you just want to smell good at the gym. Bitch, don't lie to me. Lie to someone else. You hoping and fishing. I don't know how many girls are looking for you to roll up on them while they're working out, and then you're gonna blow them out the water with your strong, sweet fragrance. So I don't think that's a good gym fragrance. I don't give a fuck who doesn't like that. I just said that. Don't get your feelings hurt. It's just my opinion. Laugh at it. It's meant to be funny and entertaining, but I do feel this way. I think that's just too much. That's just too much for the gym. Do what you want. Everybody's big boys and big girls is watching this. Not too many, not that I know of any kids watch. They shouldn't. I have a potty mouth. Parental advisory, Yeah, that's not the best fragrance for the gym. See what you started, Jason? This is all your fault. For those of you that don't know, me and Jason pick on each other. Love Jason. Ooh. Argos Triumph of Bacchus, first and foremost. Parfums de Marley Herod. Can't wait to get that in the rotation. I was about to wear it for my anniversary the other night. Wife was like, no, all these are better. Wear one of these. Ended up with French Defense. Well, we go a lot of ways here. Montal Oud Tobacco, nice earthy and smoky, dry woods, a little medicinal. Sensual Instinct from Montal, very patchouli and rose heavy with a slight Baccarat Rouge sweetness. I just got that recently. It's amazing. I am blown away by that. Aylin from Day 3 Fragrances, their new release is a very clean, smooth, dry wood oud with a sweet, creamy vanilla, hint of saffron spices, super smooth, really good quality stuff. For those of you that want to save some money but like the Altair profile, this isn't niche, but Liquid Brune, I'm wearing this probably within the next 2 days. This is really good for anybody looking for an affordable option, so we're not just talking niche. And fragrances like Intense Red Tobacco really stand out to me. That's perfect for this time of year. I think they took red tobacco and refined it. They took some of that pungent sweetness in the original and toned it down and made it more about the orientals and the spices and the leather. That's amazing. I would take Intense Red Tobacco 10 out of 10 times over the original red tobacco. And that's just a few that come to mind. You want to really knock someone's socks off? Leather Tobacco from Zaharoff. That will pop you in that shit will straight up uppercut you in the nose if you're not ready for it. Strong, dark birch tar, warm spice. The plum in the top just kind of smooths out the rough edges of that. It's very animalic, rich, not too medicinal, a little bit at the top, but that is uber crazy masculine with a wow factor. And it's so strong. My God, is that so strong? There's a few of them for you right there that I personally really, really love. Okay, I got you. Now I understand what you meant. I'm doing well. We're having a little bit of fun. We got 143 in the chat. I appreciate you guys. If you don't mind, hit that thumbs up on your way in. More money, more problems. Got my Cinque Terre from Belgium. So you went ahead and pulled the trigger and paid retail like I did. You crazy cat. Ordered on Friday, received on Monday. Look how fast. Every website in North America, take note. FedEx International, because that's how you got it. From La Maison du Parfum in Belgium. Fast processing. Fast shipping. You'll pay retail. They got Cherry for those of you that don't want to wait on Mancera Cherry. They got it. That's the 2 new releases, and they got them. Cinque Terre is amazing. Do you like it? You didn't mention if you like it, Mike. I'm curious. I think it's great. A lot of pine green with this saltwater aquatic. Little hint of powdered sweetness, just a touch of that tonka bean. I really like it. It's one of my favorite releases of the year for sure. I think it was a good fragrance for them to release. Himajomo, never heard of it. Never heard of it. Most wanted or wanted by night? Which one? I'm assuming you mean wanted by night. For $50, that's a steal. That's cheaper than you can get at the discounters. It's been like $80 at the discounters. I am located in the Sunshine State, Florida. The free state of Florida, as it's called. When you drive into the state line, big old sign, welcome to the free state of Florida. Both versions are quite good. I prefer the Parfum. It's a little bit sweeter, but a lot of people seem to really like the Eau de Parfum, the original, more. Cedar Malaki, of the ones I've tried, aromatic green, smoky, very woodsy. Really, really good. That is a Joel's Matrix recommendation that worked out really, really well. You get a soft live stream clap. Hell yeah. Great choice. We got a couple people in the chat wearing that today. Free or cheap international shipping? I don't have any to recommend because I don't order. The only times I've ever ordered anything internationally, I pay shipping. So I don't know what to tell you. You got to do that research on your own, my man. You got to do like I do. You got to just go look and see what's up. That's how I find out everything. People don't really. Once in a while, somebody in the chat will put me on game on something. But most of the time, I just go shopping with the search bar. Go hitting the search bar and just hunt stuff down. Sometimes you just got to put a little elbow grease in on your keyboard. This is the real answer because, I have no idea who's doing free international shipping. Because honestly, that's kind of wild. I know it does happen and it's available. It's just kind of wild because, you're going to take a loss shipping internationally because it's not like it's $10 domestically. We're like, I'll take the $10 hit. Not the same, So I don't have a recommendation for you, unfortunately. I'm sorry, SQ. Yeah, this my recommendation, a little elbow grease on your keyboard, which ended up making it go full screen. For the average person, when should I stop collecting and ease off that? Well, that's up to you. 30 to 40 is a big ass collection. 5 is plenty. 5 is a full wardrobe. That covers all the bases. If you get 5 and cover cooler weather, casual, warm weather, work, and date, you got it covered. You got a full fragrance wardrobe at 5 fragrances if you cover those bases. You don't need anything beyond that. And really, you don't need that. The champ is here. Good to see you, sir. I do. TLTG women's fragrances or women's perfumes is all you got to type in. I don't do them that often because they don't do well. Only 5.1% of my subscriber base is female. Out of 140, almost 142,000, like 141,910 or something like that. Only 5.1%. I believe the last time I looked, it was 5.1%. Let's look real quick. I'll tell you exactly the percentage. Does not do well. So I don't do them. Every time I'm like, it's been a year. Let me give another shot and it'll do shit. Oh, never mind. Currently, according to demographic, 4.2%. So more of my male audience has grown as the numbers have grown. Currently, 95.7% of my views, this is just views in the last 28 days, 95.7% have been male. 4.2% have been female. So not a close ratio there. So Christine, I apologize. I do have some. I would say about 3 handfuls. Here and there, I give it a shot again. Beginning of the year, I think was the last time I gave it a shot. It didn't really pan out too well. Let me see what's the most recent. So I always use the word perfume when I do women's. So let's see. Oh, we went over the wife's collection on May 14th for her birthday this year. That was the last one I did. A little quick pan around her collection at the time. And then April 27th. No, that was a dossier video. Let's see. Ooh, here's February 9th. That was Ajmal Blanche. That was an individual review. And let's see, where's another list? 12 best smelling perfumes in my wife's collection was February 15th of 2023. See, like once a year, beginning of the year, I'm like, it's a new year. Let me give it a shot. The audience has grown. It really does all that well. But did do the wife's collection. You want to check that out. I actually missed a shelf in that video. I realized after the fact. Let me copy that link and I'll put it in the chat if you want to check it out. So I just put that in the chat if you're interested. So yeah, typically I don't do a lot of women specific. Now here and there I'll mention women's fragrances. Like this past week, I forgot which video I did a women's one of the fragrances in the list was specifically for women. I can believe it. The bigger the collection gets, the less the likelihood is that you will finish one. Good to see you. Leighton, excellent choice. Excellent choice. Just bought Lamal Elixir. What's your thoughts on it? I talked about it this morning, actually. I think that's something that's definitely worthy of trying. That's one of the better flankers they've done in a long time. It still has the original DNA of the lavender, mint, and vanilla, but, super sweet honey added to it. It's more powdery than the original. Like I said, it's got the original's DNA in there. A little bit of earthiness from this tobacco oil they used or accords to create a tobacco smell. It's beautiful, and it's absolutely a monster. Really, really strong stuff. Appletini. I filmed that review this morning. That's coming out tomorrow afternoon. I filmed that individual review. It went really well, really well. The wife tore her food up. She normally doesn't eat her entire meal. She was loving that stuff. That's kind of funny. That is not what it means. Tonka Cola, hell yeah. Magnificent. Y'all saw all the sprays I did. I did like 8 sprays. It was way more than I didn't go nose blind to it. Those 2 sprays that were on my bare chest, I smelled myself nonstop. Wife kept telling me too, you really do smell good. She's like, I'm so glad you picked that one. I was like, what? And I told her, well, when I told them what you said, they shifted their vote. She's like, you shouldn't have told them that. That way they could pick what they want. I was good with it, whatever. I said, yeah, but once they heard that's what you wanted me to wear, it's our anniversary. They're like, make the wife happy. So it was great. I smelled great. Dinner was great. Next day we went run around. It was great. Great time. Thank you for asking. Good to see you, sir. By the fireplace, FWO for life. Great to see everyone. Great to see you as well. If RoboCop were a cologne, what would it be? My pick, Sauvage EDT. I would say Paco Rabanne's Phantom. Robot bottle, right? Kara, what's going on? Evening with Steve, chef's fucking kiss. You hear me? I do. Kara was very excited and emailed me when she got her package today. I totally forgot about Veterans Day. I was like, you should have it for Wednesday. Monday was a holiday. So it came in today. So, and then Jason, for those of you who didn't know, Jason hooked her up with Vertus Vanilla Oud. So she got 2 bottles of some really good shit this week, if I do say so myself. I hope you enjoy it, Kara. Absolutely, my man. I'll always shoot you guys straight. There's always a chance you might not like what I say. I'm just going to tell you what I really think and really feel every time I answer anything. Sometimes you can love what comes out of my mouth. Sometimes you're like, you dick. Love you guys. I'm just going to tell you the truth, I appreciate that. Well, most days are the same unless I have things going on. Wednesdays especially. I get a lot of shit done on Wednesdays. Like today, for example. I woke up at 5:30. Took a caffeine pill, 200 milligram caffeine pill. Drank a little bit of water. Did my business. Got dressed. Was at the gym in the front of my apartment complex to get on the elliptical for 45 minutes at 6. Did 45 minutes, came home, gave my dog her insulin shot. It's the first thing I do when I get home because she gets her insulin shot around 7:30-ish every morning. Feed her. Then I had my greens powder with my fiber, glutamine, basically my gastrointestinal protocol, my digestive stuff, my 30 billion spore probiotic, prebiotic pill, like all my gut health stuff. Drank that. Wait about 30 minutes before I eat. Of course, that's going to clean me out. When you drink that, those of you that drink the gut health stuff, take strong probiotics. I'm not going to use the L word. Starts with an L, ends with a axative. Is basically what it acts as because it cleans you out. My gut health is phenomenal. I eat 6 to 7 meals a day, depending on how it shakes out. So you need to be able to digest everything. So I have that in the morning. And then like today, I cut and sauteed 3 onions because I put onions with my ground turkey and my jasmine rice for those 2 meals of the day. So I sauteed onions while I was waiting. She ate. Then it was time to eat. So I did my 170 grams of 96% lean ground beef with 3 whole eggs and 50 grams of blueberries. So I don't have oats right now like I did before. And I cook her a whole egg. My dog has an Eggland's Best 18 pack of eggs. She has a whole egg in the morning. That's our routine. So she eats twice in the morning. That's her thing. When I have to put her down one day, I'll never look at eggs the same. It's gonna be awful. So we have our breakfast. I eat right here. She eats literally right at the desk next to me. She eats her egg. She will not eat it anywhere else. It's got to be right here with me in the morning. Watch Russell talk on YouTube while I eat. Then I get situated and set up and do content. This morning I did 3 shorts videos for the next 3 days. I did an individual review video was recorded, and I did this morning's top 15 designer video. So I did all that recording this morning. Uploaded the clone top 5 shorts video first, and then I went to editing the long format video that came out this morning. Got that uploaded, all that good stuff, put that out. Then it was time for my next meal, 100 grams of jasmine rice, 15 grams of coconut oil, 112 grams of 97% lean ground turkey with, a couple spoonfuls of the onions. I don't really measure it. It's just kind of flavor and filler. It's onion. It's plain onion cooked down to be soft, basically. So I would say close to half an onion, roughly a third of an onion. It's about a half an onion is what I have. Half a medium onion. Eat that. I got to let that digest for about an hour before I start training because that's my carb up before I go work out. So usually about the 30-minute or so mark, by that point, I get my drinks ready because I get my post-workout 45 grams of rice checks in 1 shaker, and then my 2 scoops of protein with my 2 scoops of creatine in the other shaker. Put those in the backpack, and then I have my 2-liter jug with my pre-workout and a little bit of Crystal Light with 2 liters of water. I head to the gym, train for about anywhere from 2 to 3 hours, depending on what I got to do and how much cardio. Today I had an in-person check-in with my coach. Then I get in the parking lot because I'm supposed to have my post-workout before I leave. Eat my rice. I'll watch the rest of Pat. It always works out to where I can watch the end of Pat McAfee's live stream. Watch Pat McAfee in the car while I'm eating my rice checks. Throw back my protein. Drive. I talked to George on the ride to Cava. For those of you who don't know, it's basically Mediterranean Chipotle. Get my next meal from Cava, which is a scoop and a half of brown rice, which shakes out to about 100 grams of brown rice. Half a scoop of harissa, half a scoop of red pepper hummus. It's about 30 calories total. Some hummus flavors. A full portion of their grilled chicken, a full portion of their braised lamb, 1 scoop of their roasted corn. That's my bowl. Come home. I then do my Sin of the Day shorts video, set up the live stream, get this ready to go, share it across the platforms, eat my meal, dick around on YouTube for a bit, go live with you guys. After I finish this, I have to go to Walmart. I need to get some more ground turkey, some more ground beef. I need to get some more Diet Dr. Peppers. I need some more onions. I need more blueberries. Every 2 to 3 days, I have to re-up on stuff because I buy for about 3 days worth of meals at a time. And when I come home, I'm going to eat, actually before I go to Walmart, I'm going to eat another 100 grams of jasmine rice, 170 grams of the lean turkey with the half an onion, and 15 grams of coconut oil. Then when I get home later on this evening, I'll have 112 grams of the lean beef with 2 whole eggs. And then before bed, I'll have 2 scoops of whey isolate, and I'll be in bed for about 11 o'clock. And then tomorrow I'll wake up and do it all over again. Tomorrow, though, I have a sneaker video to do because every other day, roughly, I do a sneaker video. Got some Jordan 23s I bought that came out last year that came in today. The new Iron Sharpens Iron AE1 lows should be at the door right now. FedEx should drop them. So I got those to do the following days. So the next 2 days, I'll have sneaker videos to do as well. Sorry if that bored a lot of you, but that is a loaded, long question with a long answer. That was today and the rest of the day on how it will go. So thank you for asking. I hope that didn't bore too many of you. Bodybuilding is full-time, and so is my content. I bodybuild and create content full-time. Great choice. I love that stuff. So I'm going to have to skip ahead, guys. I apologize because I know that long ass answer got me way behind. We actually lost a few. We're down to 114. We probably lost like 30 people. Sorry, it is what it is. You never know what we're going to talk about here. Did you enjoy it? I gave you a hard time, but it's not bad. It's decent fragrance. It's just I relate it to dudes wearing it to the gym at this point. It's a clubbing fragrance. Well, I guess they treat in the gym like a club. And I don't just mean one of my 2 gyms. Like I've smelled it at George's gym. Dude that watches the channel. I gave him some shit about it too. He recognized me. And I was like, why are you wearing Ultra Male? Dude, all I smell at this place is you. Like I didn't know who it was, but I've been smelling Ultra Male for 30 minutes everywhere I go. I didn't know who it was. So I picked on him a little bit. But he recognized me. This is one of those rare instances where somebody recognizes me. And lo and behold, I was like, oh, since we're chopping it up, I got to fuck with him a little bit about this. So I relate Ultra Male to the gym, not the club. So you at the gym right now with Ultra Male on, Jason? It's chest day? It is fire. I agree. Mankind Hero smells in between Boss Bottled, the EDP, and Intense. So let me skip on down a little bit. See, that's a great gym scent option. I like the clean, fresh, less intrusive stuff for the gym. Just, it's a psychological thing. You don't really need to wear a fragrance to the gym. If your hygiene's good and you got deodorant on, you don't really need to. But if you just want that little something extra, a little freshen up kind of thing, I'm with that. Wearing Montals and Manceras and shit, and no, that ain't me. People do it. Do what you want to do. I'm just going to clown you a little bit because I think you're trying too hard. Because why are you wearing that to the gym? What's the goal here? You ain't doing that for you. Because if you're doing it for you, you ain't wearing some monster performer. Logic. I'm burdened with it. I see you guys that wear the beast fragrances to the gym. Thank you. So skipping on down, I apologize. Gotta love a good rant, right? I know Kara's very happy. She loves the rants. So those leaked, and I have to make more decants. They had leaked in my bag a couple of days ago, and I haven't even got around to it. Yeah, I was pretty pissed off about that. I had to wash my bag. I had to take everything out. I had to wash my knee sleeves, my elbow sleeves, and my wrist grips because it got all over those. It was in that compartment. I had to wash my backpack. That sucked. Yes, French Defense for Mind Games. It's very expensive, though. Just got in French Riviera. I know I'm late. Couldn't find my blue fragrance. I like light blue, intense, but it wasn't my favorite blue. French Riviera is my kind of blue. Hell yeah, that's my kind of blue as well. Right? But look, buying overseas, fast. I figured that's what it was. Got samples of Andrew's Parfums line. Man, oh man, did he create some bangers. Yeah, for sure. Where is it at? Super, super, super fresh. Summer in Antigua. Wore that the other night. Super fresh. Watery and petitgrain green. Good stuff. Yes, that is my real opinion. I say it in the clone videos. If you watch any of my clone content, you'll hear me say if you want the real experience, you got to get the real one. It's rare. I recommend the clone over the original. Because if you want the experience of the original, you got to get the original. It's just what it is. This is one of the few I would say get the clone. Overall tear, this is a real, true, good enough situation for me. But 99% of the time, I'm saying it's better to get the original. That is my real opinion. It's always been my real opinion. I always tell you guys how I really feel. Whether something was sent to me, I got an affiliate link, I bought the shit, it don't matter. I shoot you guys straight in every video. I give you my real thoughts all the time. Believe it or not, and I don't know how much of my content you've seen. Clearly, you've been subscribed for at least 14 days. The more you see of my content, the more you'll understand where I'm coming from with my answer to your question. For sure. I think so. It's pretty good. Plum. I get a little bit of a cocoa smell to it, even though it's vanilla listed. I get a little bit of cocoa smell, but the plum, people love the plum in that one. Tonka Cola gets better and better when it dries. It's cinnamon chef's kiss. You preach it to the choir on Tonka Cola, man. I love it. Hey, look, it's Saga and Kara. The only thing we're missing is Kara with a K. And we have the trifecta of our ladies that are usually here. I know we have other ladies that come and go here and there in the live chat, but that's the three most consistent. Kara with a K, Coconut Girl, Kara with a C, and Saga, who I'm still convinced Mugler Alien is her favorite perfume. I don't really have any interest in buying them. I mean, if enough people like insist that I need to, then that's different. But I saw them; they've been sitting there, City of Stars clone and all that. None of them really like interested me. That's the thing. When I'm going out buying clones, I gotta want them, or I'd be a fool not to review it because it's gonna get a lot of views. And that's the truth, because I do this full time. Sometimes you just, whether I'm interested or not, you guys are gonna be interested, and I'd be a dumbass to not review it. Sometimes that's the case. Like 9 p.m. Rebel, I'm really not that excited about it. With what I've heard, I feel like I'm gonna be like, another Aventus clone. Whereas with another Aventus clone on Supremacy Collector's Edition, I'm actually very excited at the potential for that one, because they're touting it as, I'm not listening to other people. I'm listening to what Afnan said. White floral dominant. You give me white floral Aventus, that intrigues me. That one I'm actually very excited about. 9 p.m. Rebel, I'm kind of indifferent. Like, I've subverted my excitement because of some of the things I've seen and heard and read. So I'm, the interest has to be there. Because like I've said many times on this live stream, the main reason I review the clones is because you guys want to see it. I don't want to just have 500 clones. I don't want that. I don't. But if it's something that my audience, my main viewers want to see enough, it's like, you'd be an ass not to, So if I get enough requests for certain things, sure. If one person asks me or two people, that doesn't necessarily mean go spend $200 bucks on a pile of clone fragrances. Whereas if I keep seeing it, it's like, all right, you need to go ahead and do this. Seems like enough people really want your opinion. You got to deliver, give the people what they want. So I hope that's fair and you can understand where I'm coming from, because I spend a lot. Yeah, I get a lot of stuff sent to me, but I spend way more. I buy way more than what gets sent to me. I spend a lot of thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars every year on fragrances. I'm fortunate enough to be able to write off a portion, but still coming out the pocket a lot to do these reviews. Did not know that. Had no idea. I guess I'm in part 2. I had no idea. Because I'd heard about part 1. And I kind of panned through it. I mean, I didn't sit there and watch it beginning to end. I'm not going to sit here and act like I did. Justin's got a new niche video. 10 out of 10 niche fragrances. Let's see. Where's Gent Sense? I don't see that as a Lattafa, Lady Magnet, 9 p.m. Rebel, Affordable Clones, cheap 10 out of 10. These 10 absolute best out of my 3,000. I don't see that video. There's the part 1, 10 huge fragrance YouTubers. Did I just not go to the end? Maybe I just didn't go because I'm not done. Let me skip this ad. Hold on. I'm currently at the 13-minute mark. He's on Neeb. There's a Bowtie Fragrance Guy. Oh, to Erica. So I wasn't in there. Unless he did a new one, and I just don't see it for some reason. Yeah. I'm not in that one. Thoughts on not being featured? Oh, I read that wrong. I feel like a dumbass. I'm sitting here looking like, no, I don't see that. No, I don't care. You had me think I read that wrong at a glance. I was sitting here thinking that he did a part 2 or something. No, yeah. That don't bother me. Doesn't matter. I haven't talked to him since December. Been a while. Yeah, it's all good. We're not like we're super close friends or anything where it's like, oh shit, I can't believe you didn't include me. All good. We're cool. Yeah, no big deal. Galan Loam Ideal EDP. Yeah, my bad on reading that wrong. For some reason, I omitted the word not. For some reason. I mean, I just talked about it. It's really good, I think. So, oh, wow. I just got to where I put that link in the chat. So I need to skip ahead. My apologies. You don't own one? And here I thought you were somebody that supported me in the project. But you want a handout. See, I thought you had it already. Ross is my guy. Flex emoji in the comments and stuff. See, now I'm hurt. Now I'm hurt, Jason. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And look, Sean's going to bail you out. Couldn't just let me fuck with him, huh, Sean? Couldn't let me give him a hard time. You go hook him up. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, man. Yeah, they did shock drop. So Polo told me yesterday it was coming today. I knew that shock drop was coming. Marcus got the scoop all the time. He always got the scoop. Musk Oud Crystal. I never smelled that one. Heard good things, though. My bad, man. My bad. Nothing crazy. I don't even know what brand it is. We've had it for a while. Love the food routine. Was not boring at all. It's kind of boring. When you eat the same shit every day all the time, it's pretty boring. Coach was pretty happy when we were doing mandatories because he doesn't just do still images. He does a video kind of panning around me so he can reassess because we do an update every weekend on any changes we're going to make. And he's like, man, from last week, big improvement since we upped the cardio and took the oats out on the breakfast meal. He's like, because the tie-in to my upper abdomen and where I call them fingers in the lats, where it ties into the midsection and everything, I'm leaning out a lot more. So bulked for a few months. So I put a lot more weight back on. Not fat, still pretty lean, but not shredded anymore like I was post-show. I appreciate that. Thank you. I don't think it sucks. I don't think it's special, though. There you go. Core audience is here. I appreciate you guys. Neff's to the gym. You wild. You wild. That stuff is special. So, all right, we're skipping down. I get so far behind. So on Blockade, I dropped it when I first unboxed it, and it cracked that wood ring that goes around the collar in half, and I had to glue it back together. My very first bottle was my Blockade bottle, and yeah, that shit sucked. I dropped it, and it popped off, and it cracked in half, literally split in half like two half moons. Yeah, that was awful. Hell yeah, what's going on, Kevin? Good to see you, man. Yep, end of the month. End of the month, sir. Trust me, you'll hear it first here. You'll see a review for sure. I'm unfamiliar with that would be. Oh man. Stop speculating, Randy. Stop speculating. Me and him are fine. Nobody. Me and him squashed beef last year. I've told you guys this publicly several times. Me and him are good. So where was I? Black team green. What do you think about blind buying Detour Noir? Well, it's pretty close to Leighton. It's more woodsy than Leighton, but it's pretty popular for a reason. It's good. I have a decan of it. I also have regular Leighton though. So couldn't walk for 2 weeks. Sciatic nerve. Shit, that sucks. I have a feeling Jake's going to win, even though everybody's expecting Mike Tyson to knock him out, which I'm expecting too, but I don't know. My gut's telling me otherwise. Like Jake's going to take him to a decision. That's not what anybody wants to see. I like Jake. I actually like Jake, but I want to see Jake get knocked out by Mike Tyson. I like Jake, but I like Mike Tyson's legacy more. That's the problem here. Like, I don't hate Jake like people. Like, I like Logan and Jake because they've paved the way for a lot of things to happen. So I understand why Jake does what he does. It makes him millions of dollars. That's why Jake Paul acts the way he does. I hope people realize that. He makes millions for behaving the way he does. It fucking works. Good job. Way more money than all of us. Way the fuck more. But I'd rather see Mike Tyson knock him out for the sake of Mike Tyson. Because, yes, I get he's 58 years old. All the more reason he shouldn't be doing this unless he's going to knock him out. Because there's no reason he should lose to Jake Paul. Even at 58. That motherfucker still got knockout power. Last thing to go is a man's power in his punch. You lose the speed, you can lose technique, and he's still fast. You guys have seen the training stuff he's been doing. If he really does halfway Mike Tyson fighting, he should knock Jake the fuck out. Should. But I have a feeling that's not going to happen. I just have a feeling in the pit of my stomach that it's not going to happen. Invictus Legend's damn good. It's become a legend. Super salty, though. Bay leaf, salt, and amber. The main things you get from them. Super strong, too. Not that I'm aware of. Mega Mayor, I hope one day you review it. I ain't buying that. I got some clones that do a good enough job. I've smelled it. I don't feel like I have to have it. I don't own any KLE fragrances. It's all good. Y'all I appreciate the loyalty, but there's no reason to read any further into that, guys. It's all good. It's all good. I know. I was talking with my coach today about it, and he's like, so what are your thoughts? If you had to put $500, you putting it on Mike? And I was like, well, here's the problem. And I gave him my theory. Because there's more money in a second fight. And if Tyson just loses by a decision, I know where I went wrong. I was this, I was that. Now I'm going to knock him out this time. And we watch another fight, and they make millions of dollars again. That's probably what's going to happen. That's a tough question. I'd have to give that one some thought. He's making a killing doing it. People watch. That's the thing. If it's working, it's working. Yeah. The whole world, even those of us that like Jake, want to see Jake get knocked out by Mike Tyson. Because it just sounds funny, right? Lights out like he did to Tyron Woodley. Like, I want to see his lights go out like that. That's what needs to happen. But I don't think it's going to happen. Logically, you would think that's what this is good by the second round. He's lights out. And very well should and could, but I don't think it will. I think Jake's going to take him to the distance and win a decision, and everybody's going to be pissed off because it's not what they wanted to see. And at least y'all didn't pay for a fight because most people that are going to watch it already have Netflix. So it's brilliant the way this is structured. It's brilliant. You got to give Jake Paul's business mind is sound on how to make money. Got to give the man his due. Well, no, it's the person's personal most complimented fragrance, and mine would have been Invictus Aqua 2018. Had he featured me, I would assume that's the fragrance. Because I've publicly stated many times over the years, that's my most complimented fragrance. It ain't have nothing to do with Zahara. No, definitely not. Jason has screw you guys money. Jake Paul's got for real fuck you money. At this point. That's hilarious. Yeah, for sure. Logan is a natural. Logan's only had like a dozen matches. Think about that. Logan is a natural. But look, the heat, he thrives with the heat. So let it be he beat up an old man. He'll run with it. He runs with it every time. Ben Askren looked like a joke. He got embarrassed because he looked embarrassing. That dude went in fat dad beyond a dad bod and everything, just out of shape like it was going to be a cakewalk. And I think what went in was I'm about to take this payday. It doesn't matter if this kid beats me, and he got knocked out. And then when he knocked out Tyron Woodley, which, yeah, he's a cage fighter, MMA, he's not really a boxer, but still, that man was in shape right outside of his prime, technically kind of still in his prime. UFC legend. Still got knocked out. They're striking in that. So I know boxing and MMA are not the same thing. I understand that. But that was the impressive knockout of his career so far, was Tyron Woodley, because he put his fucking lights out. He is not going to put Mike Tyson's lights out. That man can take a fucking punch. So that's not going to happen. If he wins it, he took him the distance and it's a decision. He's got to wear Tyson out. Tyson never had a big gas tank when he was in his prime, let alone as an old man. So I'm sure the gas tank's even worse. Tyson's probably got 2, maybe 3 good hard rounds in him. Realistically. Just like when he was 25, he's got 2, maybe 3 good hard rounds. He's going to knock you the fuck out in those first, or you might win the fight. That's Tyson in his prime. So what do you think 58-year-old Tyson's going to be? Jake Paul's got a better chance than people are giving him. It's crazy to think, right? When you really look at Tyson's career, that's all you had to do is take Tyson past 3 or 4 rounds. He gets gassed. I doubt that got better. Yeah, Invictus Aqua 2018 for me. That's definitely my most complimented ever. Look, I'd like to see him put his lights out. How stupid was the diamond encrusted ear cover with the spikes? It's like, wow, that's next level trolling right there. Jesus Christ. So let me skip down a little bit. That was wild. Yeah, I just don't have any of the originals from the brand. I got a few of the clones. Yeah, it comes in tomorrow. I bought them from Fragrance Buy last week. I would take the Parfum because it's got a little bit of legend in it. Parfum's the highlight reel of the bunch. I'm not going to argue that point. Jake Paul's making that sport more money than Canelo is. Think about that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The last thing to go in a true puncher is his power. Mike Tyson can that uppercut. Roy Jones talked about it from their fight. He's like, man, I was nervous. He still got that. He's like, it felt like a horse kicked me in my chest when he punched me in my chest. He's like, Mike still got that knockout power. That was 2 years ago, 1.5 years ago, he fought Roy Jones. That's 2 legends going at it, you know? This is different. If Mike catches him with 80% of his power in a body shot, Jake's going down to a knee. And that's a reality check punch. Because again, logically, Mike Tyson should fuck Jake Paul up, even at 58. Mike Tyson's training footage over the last 5 years, especially leading up to this fight, has been impressive for anyone, let alone a 58-year-old man. That's still a dangerous son of a bitch. I wouldn't fight Mike Tyson when he's 70. No, I would not. I bet you he still knocked me out at 70. No, thank you. Jake Paul, at least you're going to make a lot of money. But if he does not knock Jake Paul out, the jig is up, the fix is in. I'm sorry. Because logically, Mike Tyson should fuck him up. It should not be good. It should be the biggest boxing mistake Jake has made, is fighting Mike Tyson. I just don't feel like that's what's going to shake out. Borussia Sloan, Milano Privé, Club Black, John Barbados Vintage, the Justin Copeland Special, Care Pistachio. That's a hell of a haul. Get a soft live stream clap, Keith. Good stuff. I can't wait to see it. I will be watching. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But he's still in enough shape where he should destroy Jake. Jake's got the gas tank over him. He's got to survive the first couple of rounds. If he survives 3 rounds, he's going to win the fight. Nobody wants to hear that. If Jake Paul survives the first 3 rounds, he's going to win the fight. I really believe that. So if we go beyond round 3, get ready for a disappointment, those of you hoping to see Mike Tyson drop him. No. It's the most complimented for 10 big YouTube channels, 10 of the biggest YouTube reviewers or whatever. Yeah, it's going to be great. Over Pegasus. All right. I know. I'm a Roy Jones guy. Roy Jones is my favorite fighter of all time. I love Roy Jones Jr. Absolutely. I give Floyd his respect, but I'm a Roy Jones Jr. guy. I love Roy Jones Jr. He was so unconventional with his style, such a joy to watch. He put a show on. He was a showman with real knockout power and serious speed and style, and he excelled in several weight classes. Several. Roy Jones Jr. in his prime was a bad man. Early 2000s, the 2000s in general, Roy Jones Jr. was bad. Love Roy Jones Jr. That's my favorite fighter of all time. Yes, I'm a Roy Jones Jr. guy. That literally just what he was talking about on a podcast the other day. Almost everything Roy Jones Jr. does, I watch. I love Roy Jones Jr. Jake Paul in 4. TKO. Damn. Put it down. Jason said total knockout for Jake Paul in the 4th round. Dropping Tyson like that. Stopping the fight. It's over. All right. I'm going to remember that. Who knows? You might be right. Hell yeah. Somebody mentioned that earlier. I think it was John mentioned that earlier. Yeah, I love it. I love the way it smells. I am not. No, sir. Just here and there, I hit the bag just for the cardio of it. I'm not some trained fighter or anything like that. I've always enjoyed watching boxing. And I just liked it. Like, I haven't hit the bag in a while, but when I used to hit the bag, it was just for the cardio of it, just to get the rotation and the hips moving. Was really what it's about. No, like being on the wrestling team in high school and everything. No, I never did that. Yeah, he's got to gas him out. I don't know. I would think some expensive stuff, probably Creed's. 100, maybe 100, maybe then. Yeah, trust me. I watched that fight because I love Mike Tyson too. I've always loved Mike Tyson, but I'm a Roy Jones Jr. guy, so I was very torn. I didn't care who won. I didn't want to see Roy get knocked out, and he didn't. So I was happy. No, it's on Netflix. It's on Netflix. Oh yeah, I'm a Roy Jones Jr. guy. We just talked about that. Greatest coach ever. Hell yeah, I won't argue that. Lomachenko, Jesus, put the name drop, huh? Gold Ood, go Steelers. Oh, no, I didn't see this. I mean, you might as well get both. They're not the same. Because the original Womo is a coffee cake smell. It's tiramisu and coffee. Let's smell the coffee cake. And then Womo's signature has got leather, a different sweetness. It still has the coffee, but it's got a soft leather with it as well. It's better, personally, but they're not redundant. You can get both. They're both really good. Stick and Move, yeah, for sure. Body Headbangers, Volume 1. That's one of my favorite albums of all time. That was some of Mr. Magic's best work, too. Bernard Hopkins was great, too. Antonio Tarver. I used to enjoy all them boys. The 2000s, that was my favorite era of boxing. Ganymede, yeah, Jesus. Oscar De La Hoya. I appreciate that, Kevin. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I gets no respect. Little Rodney Dangerfield. I gets no respect. Prime Roy Jones Jr. He was. That's what I'm saying. Roy Jones, man. Who? Roy Jones. Yeah. Y'all remember when we did that song with Mike Jones? Something animalic. He's such a fucking animal. Iris. Absolutely. Dior Intense. Double whammy. All right. Yeah, I've never done it. I always wanted to. I just never have the time. I'd love to take some boxing classes. Boy, you really work on your cardio doing that shit. That's a different type of cardio, boxing training. Yeah, I've never done any of that. They had a boxing gym when I was in Colorado Springs. I don't know if they have one around here. I never looked. I'd have to look, but I just don't have the time. Maybe after I'm done competing, because being competitive in bodybuilding, I have to devote all of my time away from content to getting my meals in when I need to. I'm working out twice a day right now. As I get close to the shows, I'll be working out 3 times a day because I'll have PM cardio. Because right now I do post-workout cardio aside from my fasted cardio in the morning. So I still do cardio twice a day. It's just I do it 25 minutes on the treadmill before I leave the gym. So it's very, very strict and structured the way we're doing things. Everything's about timing. Everything's got a purpose for its time when we do it. So I'm recomping. I'm changing the body recomposition without having to go into a deficit. Very strategic with the macros, the calories, the training, the times, cardio, everything. Hell yeah. Henry Jacques. Look up the prices. I don't know if it's just really expensive as fuck. Okay. Freddie Roach. That's a hell of a trainer. Come on now. Just a Galaxy 5 Pro. Galaxy Gear 5 Pro. Galaxy Watch. Nothing special. Holyfield. He is an all-time great. Yeah, the original Roberto Cavalli Uomo is sweet and powdery. Sure is. Manny Pacquiao and Miguel Cotto. All right. Oolong Cha or Colonies for South Florida? Both. Probably Oolong Cha, though. It is fresher. It's more invigorating and uplifting, I think. Notice over the years, you've gotten lots of tattoos. What's your most meaningful tattoo? Can you share the story behind it? No. I will not. I have gotten several, and they all have meaning, and I don't necessarily want to share all the stories behind them, but thank you for asking. I feel like Jason Vertra has a bottle of Henry Jacques. He's got, again, he doesn't have fuck you guys money. He's got screw you guys money. Coral Fantasy. We talked about that one this morning. Great choice. Great choice. And for any of you wondering, this is just water with some lemonade Crystal Light. I try to get in at least 5 liters of water every day. Not counting Diet Dr. Peppers. I have more of those than I should. There's going to come a time when I got to cut those out. That's coming. Not yet. I still got a while before that happens, but it's coming down the path at some point. So we're an hour 18. Still got 100 people in the chat. Hang out for another 12 minutes. We usually do around an hour and a half. Anybody have anything specific they want to discuss? What's the smokiest Aventus clone? Honestly, it's the Club de Nuit Intense fragrances, I think, are the smokiest ones. They're like all about the birch. Yeah, because I call them Smoky Magic for a reason. That's the smokiest ones. Any of the Club de Nuit Intense Mans, especially the EDT and the limited edition Parfum. I find those are the smokiest. Most of the time, the other ones always focus on the fruitiness, whereas those are all about the smoke. Oh, Ronnie Coleman's the greatest of all time. Not even close. Ronnie Coleman's the greatest bodybuilder of all time. Yeah, I like Jay Cutler. Never was really a Kevin Levrone guy. I was more of a Chris Cormier guy than Kevin Levrone. I'm a Lee Priest fan. Always been a Lee Priest fan. But yeah, Ronnie Coleman's the GOAT. I don't think it's even close. Lee Haney, Dorian Yates, Phil Heath, they're all great. Arnold, of course, gets his respect, but Ronnie Coleman, that's the GOAT. Pegasus exclusive and absolute aphrodisiac. I'm stoked. Potential GOAT, I say in boxing, was Butterbean. I don't know if I would throw a GOAT conversation at Butterbean, but the impact's there. He definitely had some impact. I'd probably stick to the limited edition Parfum over the EDT personally. It's smoother. Same profile, just smoother. Crystal Light saved me in the urge for sugary drinks. I got to have it. Water's boring. When you drink as much water as I do, it's pretty friggin' boring. There's going to come a time when I can't have that. So it's just plain water. Too close to call. You go back 10 minutes. We had a long discussion about this. I don't want to have that discussion all over again. Scroll back about 10, 15 minutes.
We had a long discussion on this, man. He's the GOAT. He's the actual GOAT. Now, again, I don't think too many people would argue it. Ronnie Coleman would be the best in every era. He would have beat Samson. He would have beat Phil Heath. Prime Ronnie Coleman would beat everybody. 0.33% body fat. He said at one point he was negative 2%. I believe it. And he was huge. He'd get on stage at like 270. Striated glutes, striated quads. Crazy. Unbelievable. Yeah, in real life for sure. Standing next to somebody that big, yeah. Remember Roy Jones' song, You Must Forgot. I still jam that album. It's still on my playlist, man. The whole thing. Yeah, for sure. I haven't played golf in a while. I haven't been playing paintball. I don't have the time. When I have Sunday off, I do. Wednesday and Sunday are my days that I don't lift and don't stream. And of course, Saturdays I don't stream, but I still lift. I just spend time with the wife and take care of the things I have to take care of. Because you got to remember, I'm so busy Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday that, I mean, I interact with my wife here and there, and but it's not like dedicated quality time. So those are the days that like we do stuff together, whatever she wants to do, plus the things I need to do. Because especially Wednesdays, that's when I take care of a lot of things. So I just don't have the time. Bodybuilding full time, not just for the fun of it, like to do it competitively. It really consumes. It's a lifestyle. You got to live it every day for a long time. So whenever I can get away, not necessarily more lackadaisical, because I'm still going to eat the same way and still train hard. But whenever I can dial it back a bit, once I stop competing, probably next year or something like that, because I'm not going to do it for much longer, then I can start doing those things a little bit more. Because the last thing I would want to risk is an injury on my knees. Because I'm training legs hard twice a week, and I don't need to run around a paintball field. And because my physique's constantly changing, my golf swing's probably jacked up. So like the extracurricular sport type things I was doing, I really can't right now, unfortunately. Cutler's huge, man. Cutler's great. I like Jay Cutler. Nazi Silver from Fragrance World, pretty damn close. Argos Danye, great choice. Hey, man, teach their own, unironically. Yeah, for sure. I know. That's according to him, and I believe it. Have you ever seen on stage how lean Ronnie Coleman was? Oh, my God. Yeah, buddy. Authentic Moment. Very nice, cool weather. It's basically Boss Bottle, the original with more spices. 6-hour fragrance with an hour projection. Very impressive. I don't think I've tried that one. Authentic Moment. I have Authentic. I don't recall ever trying Authentic Moment. You find that at a rack store? You grabbed it online? Probably grabbed it online, I would think. I haven't seen it in any rack stores. Rack stores kind of suck these days over here. Once in a while, I get lucky. So I don't do as much rack store content anymore. It's just not as much. Once, like I said, here and there, I'll find some cool shit, but not like it used to be. So all the stuff you would want to get, I already have. Well, I haven't tried Collector's Edition yet. We'll be unboxing that tomorrow on live stream. That comes in tomorrow. Flex Wheeler. Shout out to Flex Wheeler. Soprano Soul or Latafa is something I've never heard of or tried. I'd have to go with Dumont because the Latafa is something I've never heard of or tried. I don't do cheat meals. I really don't. Because I'm not in a real deficit or anything like that. I'm just eating kind of boring food. So no real cheat meals. We don't have a cheat meal in place. Like I had some bread. We ordered some bruschetta for my anniversary on Tuesday. And I was telling my coach about it today. And he's like, I know how you are. You obsess over the nutrition and everything. He's like, so when was the last time you had bread? I said like a month ago. He said, fucking eat the bread then. Just like that. He said, fucking eat the bread. I'm glad you did it. He said, you got to keep saying a little bit. He said, now's when you can do it since we're not shredding down yet. So I love my coach. I love John. He's awesome. Big sneakerhead. He was wearing the Reimagined 4s today. He's wearing Black Cement 3s yesterday. He's a big old sneakerhead. He watches the sneaker channel and everything. He's big into it. He always wants to talk about shoes every time I see him. Because we don't do stuff together every day, but I see him every day because he's training other clients, He's got, personal lifestyle just to get in better shape clients. He's got competitive clients. He's got all that stuff. Women, older guys. He's got all that. Yeah, I know. He said he wouldn't go back and do anything different either. He'd do it all over again. Gotcha. You haven't tried it. It's a very classic style. So it's a lot of bergamot, violet, and vetiver. Very fresh vetiver. I believe it's Haitian vetiver. It's been done before. It's not reinventing the wheel in that style. It's Argos's quality. Christian buys really good oils. And he perfumes everything. He blends everything. And that's basically what it is. It's an old school masculine daily wear profile, fougere type. Not quite fougere, but a woody aromatic that's based around vetiver. More of a woody aromatic than a citrus aromatic. Super juicy, really good bergamot oil that he uses. It just depends on if you like that style. It's one of my favorites. Okay, so you do like the style. Must own a bottle of that one in due time. Yeah, that's his original. It's either his first. I think that's his first fragrance, I believe, that he put out. They're relatively similar. Believe it or not, I think Absolut's got more nuance to it. I don't have neither, but I'm planning on picking up one or both. I get bottled Absolute when it comes in stock. I paid $65 for my 50 ml. Do that. It was like $90.94 for the 100 ml. It's a lot cheaper than Carlisle. Carlisle is a little bit better. I'm not going to sit here and act like Carlisle's not. It's better than Carlisle, but for the money, it's kind of better than Carlisle because if I was to blind test you on that and you've never smelled it, I could give you 100 guesses and you're not going to say Boss Bottled Flinker. It doesn't smell like Boss Bottled and it doesn't smell like a mid-level designer quality. It's pretty fucking impressive. That's why a lot of people are really into that fragrance. It's unquestioned. It's one of the best releases. It's 1A and 1B with Society Extreme for me for this year. They have other notes, but that's the main things I get from it is the bergamot, the violet, and the Haitian vetiver. Rose and vetiver. That's a great question. Nothing jumps out in my mind immediately. I'm sure I've smelled something that's based around that. That's an interesting combo. Nothing pops out immediately in my mind, though. Wish I had a better answer for you. Yeah, I can't think of anything. Good to see you. I hope you don't make it weird again like you did last time. We're about to shut it down anyway, so you'll have limited opportunity to make it weird. I feel like vetiver is one of those notes that can kind of chameleon, if you know what I mean. Yeah, it can do a lot of things, especially depending on the type of vetiver, where it's sourced from. I agree. It's super impressive. You know what time the Better Fragrance Reviewer is going live tonight? I'm about to just say fuck it and block you. I know you're a channel member and all, but fuck it. I don't need you $5 that bad. Or the $3.50 that I get, YouTube keeps $1.50. I don't need it that bad. I think it's time, Jason. I think it's time, you dick. Oh, talking about Boss Bottled Absolute, yeah. It doesn't at all. Neither did Boss Bottled Elixir or Triumph Elixir. The last three. Really, the last four. Parfum doesn't smell like Boss Bottled. Like, faintly. You got to really reach for it and dig and try to tie it to it. They're beautiful fragrances, their last four releases. They just don't smell like the original. Right? Exactly. No, I think it's just blocked this time. Fuck it. Hide user from channel. That's what we need to do. I know I am. I bet random people that pop into this live stream when I'm fucking with you are like, God, he's such an asshole to this guy. Yeah, it was weird. It was. I'm sure it was meant to be a compliment, but I'm not going to remind everybody what it was for those that weren't here. But yeah, it wasn't cool, man. It was very much like you were hitting on me, and yeah, no, thank you. It was. I don't know how else I could have taken that. So all good. We're cool. Just maybe not. Maybe not do that. Exactly. Justice for Justin. What happened? Why is your hair so wet? All right. Justice for Justin. What happened to Justin? What Justin are we talking about? Not a huge fan. Too strong. We'll just spray it once. You can spray less. Just like say less, you can spray less. I love it. I love it. Love it. I think it's amazing. So we're actually a little over an hour and a half. 'Tis that time. Jason, as always, thanks for coming by so I can give you a hard time and for giving me a hard time right back. Pause. Right? Randy's good to see you. Everybody in the chat, always great to see you guys. Thanks for coming to spend a little bit of time with me. Talk a little shit, talk a little boxing, hear about my daily adventures. That was a great question. I didn't think too many people would care to hear it, but more than I thought, apparently. No pause, not this time, huh? We're done with that. I can officially let that die. I don't have to do the awkward. I'm supposed to say pause right here, right? It's not cheeks, no Diddy, no homo, none of that, huh? It's great to see all of you. Thank you guys for coming. Hang. It's dead. All right, it's official. You heard it here. Pause is dead, according to Jason Bircher, ladies and gentlemen. It's over. We're done with it. It's dead. Nobody's allowed to say it anymore, per Jason Bircher. So thank you guys. Thank you guys for coming hang and bullshitting with me for a little bit. We'll be back tomorrow unboxing those new off-nons and see what's what. Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. And if it falls in between, I'll tell you why I think it falls in between. So you guys have a great night. Like, stream on your way out. Check out this morning's video if you haven't yet. See you guys tomorrow.